and welcome to day 12 of our language interpreter skills building program. Well, it has been an eventful one, and today we are on day 12. And if you're happy to be here, let me see your fire emojis in the comment section. And I'm happy to be here too, because what we're going to talk about today is something that I did. One of the best tips I used to learn my language B and even my language C. My language B, of course, is French. My language C is Spanish. Okay, so what it is on day 12, watch a movie or a TV show in the target language with subtitles. These subtitles are to be in the target language, not in the source language. So if your target language is French like me or Spanish, you would want to watch a movie that is subtitled in either French or Spanish. By the way, my source language is English, so you're watching a movie in French, it should not be subtitled in English. No, it should be subtitled in French. Try to follow the dialogue and observe the cultural nuances. So apart from learning the language, you are also going to be learning the culture. There are things that will be shown in the movie that has to do with the specific culture of that target language. By the way, try to watch movies from the countries where this language is already spoken. Like French is spoken in France and some other Belgium, France, Switzerland, and some other European countries, and even African countries like Togo, Benin, Niger, and so on. So you want to watch movies from that part of the world. Or if it's Spanish, you want to watch movies from Venezuela, Cuba, Spain. You want to watch movies from those parts of the world so that you can also learn about their culture. For those that watch telenovelas, I've watched a lot of them, and it helped me to understand, for example, that those from Venezuela in those movies, or from France, or from whatever country they are, most of these people have a way of greeting. Some of them would share a kiss on the cheek, on the left cheek, on the right cheek. And for people from countries, some other countries, they'll share a third kiss. Okay, here at first it was strange to me, because kissing in this part of the world is mostly exclusive to people who are lovers, or between parents and their children, and most of the time it's limited to maybe a kiss on the forehead, okay, or just one kiss on either cheek. So it was strange. Or you hear somebody calling another person my love, my love, mon amour, ma chère. In this part of the world, it's strange. So when I traveled to some of these French-speaking countries, when I heard people using that term with me, I didn't feel like they were getting into my personal space. I just felt, oh, it's just the way they are, So I know I watched some movies from Togo. I remember when I was in Togo, I watched some movies, and I noticed that they had this way of doing their makeup, le maquillage. They will cut off their eyebrows, then dye their brows, dye that particular place dark, and they use very simple makeup. And most times they use what we call in Nigeria packing gel style. It's not exactly like packing gel, but whenever we use packing gel, it's usually for an event, maybe a wedding. Either you're going to be the bride, or you be the chief bridesmaid, or you're just going for a high profile event and you want to look very sleek. But over there, it's normal. Put just the packing gel anywhere and everywhere. And they tie wrappers. Somebody could just wear a t-shirt and tie a wrapper and just go to the markets. Here, tying of wrapper is exclusive to those who are living in the villages, in the rural areas, or just within your household. So I just gave all these examples to let you know that all these things matter. I watched some of these things in the movies. I didn't experience them firsthand. So when I got to those countries, it was not strange. Like in the morning, they will eat baguettes, like this long bread with a lot of filling, like avocados, olive oil, fish, and mayonnaise. Here it's not normal for us. We eat rice in the morning, or just take some slices of bread. So when I got to their country, I could not see bread. It's like the kind of bread we are used to. We could not find it. We had to make do with the long gâteau, which to us was like dry bread. But after some time, I started preferring gâteau. Started preferring le pain salé or le pain sucré. I started preferring it to even our Nigerian bread that was more or less like what they call gâteau. Gâteau is like cake. So they refer to our bread like, wow, our bread is too sweet, it's like cake. So these are some cultural differences you would want to know. And when you get to do your interpretation and you get to certain areas where you need to interpret maybe something that has to do with the culture, it will just flow naturally. I remember this the prayer, the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, the particular place that says, give us this day our daily bread. Now, for the Israelites at that time, bread was the most staple food that anybody is supposed to be able to afford. Okay, so what they mean there, it's not like you're going to do direct translation of saying our daily bread, like our bread, le pain. What they mean is our most easiest, accessible and affordable food. So if you are interpreting that or translating that for somebody from Nigeria, you're not going to say bread. Bread is expensive here. For you to buy bread now, you need to have at least, that's a full bread. You need to have at least 500 naira for a full bread. You're just getting one, the small one for yourself, at least 150 naira or 200 naira. And it is expensive. Here, what is most easily accessible to everybody, I'm in the north, so what we have is masa. So if you are doing it for another, our daily masa. If you are doing it for somebody from the south, from the western part of Nigeria, it's akara. Akara is easily accessible. Anybody can easily buy it. Even you can see akara 10 naira, small one, you can buy it. So in some parts of Nigeria, maybe if you are in the elite part of the country, you can say rice. These are cultural differences you would want to know when you watch a movie or a TV show in target language subtitles. And if you can, of course, when you have your holidays, you can afford it, you can take a holiday trip to some of these countries and just get to enjoy yourself. So while enjoying yourself, you are picking up one or two cultural nuances and expressions that you would never ever see in a book, or maybe never even see on TV. All right, so that brings us to the end of this segment. Oh yes, there's even the one of nuances like you know, those things that we say in Nigeria. These are things you will never get to read in a book. No matter how many books you get to read about Nigeria, you get to have them from exposure to audiovisual content that shows things like this. Okay, so I'll put this down here and practice for your day 13. This is your day 13. So watch a movie or a TV show in a target language, and see you tomorrow on our day 14. Bye.